Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal. You can also find me on Facebook in the Sorcerers Guild. Today on Magical Theory, we are going to be discussing using probability and momentum to increase the probability of success in your spellcraft. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, by positioning, I mean the probable outcomes within a situation. You want to look at those probable outcomes and find the way to position your spell in relation to the situation. What that means is you want to find out what potential outcomes are possible, what things it is that you are actually trying to affect. Now you can do this with mundane means by observation. If it's a target that you want to observe things about that target. Say you have a client that wants you to cast a money spell. What you want to do then is observe things about that client. What type of things bring them money? What are they good at? And then tailor your spell to those needs. Now, of course, beyond just observation, of course, you want to use your tarot or your rune or whatever divination methods you have and simply ask about the situation. Ask what variables are in play. And then consider what type of spell you want to cast from those variables. And that sets up your positioning in the spell. This is the strategy part of spellcraft. Okay, and now momentum. Momentum, part of it can be linked to things like synchronicity, the flow around situations or around ideas, concepts, or even around people. We all have momentum around us, a synchronicity, a flow of probability, what you might call fate. So, do objects, sigils, symbols, the things that you are wanting to use in a spellcraft. Now, once you've found the position, you can also use momentum on that to decide what types of momentum you want to use, what types of synchronicity to focus towards that. But let's talk a little more about momentum itself. There are two types of momentum. There is latent momentum, which is the buildup of energy. This has a lot to do with the theory of the law of repetition, that the more a concept is repeated or a symbol is used, the more energy is built up behind it. That is the momentum built up behind those ideas. And especially the more those ideas are the same, like with the runes. Everyone is focusing on this same symbol and imagining that it has a particular effect, believing in it has that effect. And over time, that energy builds up and creates momentum. This is the latent type of momentum. These are things that you can tap into that are deep currents. And then on top of that deep current, you have another current, the fast-moving current, and this is what I would call positive momentum. These are the things that are going around right now. Like I said, your synchronicity. Often you'll notice that days have themes. If you work in customer service, like I used to work at a smoke shop, and whatever happened during the day would continue to happen during that day. Like whatever happened in the first few customers. If someone hit on me, I knew I'd get hit on a lot during the day. If someone said something racist, I knew there'd be a lot of racist comments that day, things like that. So that was the momentum of the day. Now, when you're looking into a spell, the positioning will tell you these momentums. And once you find the momentums that you want to use, you link into those with your spellcraft, and that will increase the probability of a successful spell. Okay, so that will be it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take the opportunity to do so now. And don't forget to join us on Friday for another episode of Sorcery in Action. Until then, bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tal.